Yep. No, we're all live. Right. First Republic. Want to do anything? Right, let's get some bread. GameStop. Have a look at you. Not like this. I'm just gonna rearrange the montage, I think. And the hot buttons underneath the level 2. I prefer that. Morning, Kyle. Good morning, MMT. Where's my GameStop? GameStop really motoring today, both in terms of volume and if we can't get a little position here. Reds are nice. Breaking highs. Went up to Went up to 27.53 yesterday. We're now at high of day today. Looking for the break at 27.50. 27.50 on the ass, but we're looking to break it. Hey Amos, Mike, good to see you guys. How are we doing? I knew it was risky getting in the top of that move, but that's why I didn't go in bigger size. We'll wait for the break of the $half here. Okay, so it didn't break 27, that's what I want to see. Hold the whole dollar. If it breaks the whole dollar, I'll be getting in it. Definitely opportunity here. Not seen GameStop this volatile in a long, long time. Yeah, unfortunately, money. That's GameStop. AMC's if you can stomach it. AMC's got full leverage. It's the advantage of trading in a larger account, I guess. We're looking for that break of the $half. It's a little bit of a fake out at the moment, but we're looking for that break of the $half. So, hey Alberto, good to see you. $27 still my cutoff. I've got a 26 cents, 26 plus change, 27 cents average true range on this at the moment. But I'm getting in at 27.40. I knew I'd have to hold until at least kind of 27.10. I may as well just hold to the whole dollar. Now we're back up to where I need it to be. I'll stop coiling under that 27.40. Let's get over 27.50. High of day 27.50. We need a new high of day. Yeah, scanners stopped working for some reason. I'll get back to them in a second. You won't need the scanners while I'm in a trade. There's consolidation range, 40% consolidation range here, but 27 to 24, 740 really. Here we go. I broke 27.40, 27.45 on the ask right now. Lock that in. Nice $520 to start off with. Back in. Buy the dip. Yeah, well, I did try to please Alistair. Can it find support at the $0.50? Nice over 30, I'll tell you that much. Oh, GameStop. Yeah, all that wind is strong, rattling my doors. Welcome to Afternoon Tunes with me, your host, Link Along Peter. Easy listening, Eric. Let's see if we can't get a pop here. Back up to 70, 75. 10-cent spreads. GameStop, come on, 10-cent spreads. That's hardly like you. There we go. There we go. That's better. When you start trading, you want to be starting small. So you want to be starting as little as 10 shares. It really depends on the price of the stock. What you don't want to be doing is trading Apple at $200 a stock and taking 100 shares when you've got a small account. So it depends on the price of the stock, for one, and the leverage that you can take, for two. And you want to be starting small. Share size, when you start trading, you really want to be talking about no more than 100 shares as your starting position. So between 50, I'd say 50 to 100 shares to start off with. Just start small. Work out whether you can be consistently profitable with small share size, and then you just scale up over time. The difference between 50 shares, a 50 share position, and a 5,000 share position, you shouldn't be trading at any different. Now, of course, you need to factor in whether you're going to have commissions and charges, etc. But the aim is not to make money to start off with. The aim is to protect your equity and stay afloat. So I'll hold till 27, like I said before. I'm not too worried about Kavana. I'm wondering what that strange noise in the background. I'm not talking about the jazz music. I'm talking about this the rumbling. It's actually a chow chow snoring. Down by my left side right now. So I'll trade for 90 minutes after the bell, Alec Alka. Now, I might trade most of the day. Like yesterday, I traded most of the day. Aside from when I was out with the dog, I was trading most of the day yesterday on First Republic Bank. It was up and down, but every time it made a rally, it was a sustained rally, and I was able to take profit with it. So, well, it depends on your on your jazz. You've got abstract. There's different types of jazz, Cal, but yes, it's jazz. Key riffs are a giveaway. Yeah, I saw Kavana popping there, Michael. Kyle in the on YouTube mentioned it as well. I do take a break. I take several breaks throughout the day, so I'll take a break to walk the dog after that. Like I'll be in for 90 minutes, then I'll take a break to walk the dog. I'll come back and have a look at what's working, what's not. Then I'll take a break later in the day to have dinner, and then I might not even trade again. So it depends how I'm feeling. If there's volatility in the market and I'm feeling confident, then I'll trade longer. If I get to goal early and I've got other things to do, I'll go and do other things. That's the beauty of trading. It gives you flexibility. You're way too close to that tripod, dog. That's what I said. I knew you was going to do that. You're not getting one because you misbehaved. Get a treat later. Don't like you on that left side. Unfortunately, Alicalca, I'm self-taught. Why do I say unfortunately? Because if I'd had a mentor, I probably wouldn't have lost as much at the beginning. And that's the beauty of having a mentor. Your path to profitability is faster, and you're less likely to make big losses. You learn from the mistakes that they made, the expensive mistakes. So it's always good to have a mentor. I mean, you'll hear people saying, there's certain people saying that, everything that you can learn about trading is available for free on the internet. It is, absolutely, but it's going to take you time to find it and time to absorb it. Right, okay. I'm very close to getting out of this. 27 is my cut-off. It's at 27.05 at the minute. There we go, get it. I'm not trading crypto. It's not coins. It's not crypto. There's no point holding. Someone just sort of Daryl said I should have just held, but it didn't go back up to the level I was at. I was in at 27.50, so I still had to cut for a loss. And if I got in there, I would have held, and I'm going to end up back at where I am right now. So at least I got a nice hot cup of tea. Oh my goodness. I do trade blue chips occasionally, but not very often. I prefer the lower price stocks. ETNB. Let's have a quick look at that. Yes, I mean so ETNB is past it now. So the where to have traded, they traded this was here on the way up. So the first move up, and I call this, so just so you know, Clarty, I called this out in the Discord earlier. This was where to trade. This was on this move up here, and even on this pullback, either of these pullbacks here for the move up. You might have got the bounce there, but it's on its way back down now. So unless this gets back over the VWAP, I would stay away from ETNB. It's looking weak right now. This initial spike was where you should have played that. It's that's kind of past. You're at the back end of the move now. So ETNB was a good move to start off with, kind of between 7 and 8. But after that, it's I mean, if you look at this on the 5 minute, and this is what alerted me to it, to getting out. You've got what I affectionately call the devil horns here on the 5 minute. So you got this move up, and then once you've got the devil horns, that's your signal to get out. That's a signal to where it's done. You get this a reversal indicator, so that's why you don't trade that. And the VWAP is currently 15.15 on ETNB. Oh no, it's actually 15.30 on the 5 minutes. 15.15 on the 1 minute. It's 15.32. So it needs to get back up. I'd say 15.50 is the level you should be watching on ETNB. Okay, Singh. Any reason you want to spam my chat with your location? I don't know, but you know, you do you. Right, what else was we looking at? Back to GameStop pulling back. So I was right to get out. Not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about GameStop. That'll come back a little bit later, and we can trade that back. That's not a worry for me at the moment. FRC. So you're talking about FRC, Daryl. So FRC got a cash injection last week on Thursday. It went back up to $40 on Thursday. So it's got the cash injection, but the market confidence just isn't there. It went down to $12, and it's now at kind of $15, ranging sideways. So First Republic is not in a strong position in terms of share price. Share price is not an indication of whether it can continue doing business or not. Just putting that out there. It can continue doing business if the share price drops to $2 a share. It just means that you know, it's below what's considered fair market value. I wouldn't say First Republic's one of the big banks. It's just a small regional bank, and they could let it fail, but they won't. Silicon Valley was probably bigger, and that's gone. Let's have a Carvana. Somebody asking about Carvana. Oh, it's a nice cup of tea, that. Okay, so Carvana popped up, and now it's below the VWAP. 995. Oh no, I didn't find support at 995, unfortunately. 990. Funnily enough, I didn't draw this this line today. This 990 is a line I've drawn on a previous time I've traded this, probably back at the end of February, maybe, when it was up at this level. So Carvana, funny how certain levels have lasting significance. Hey Virgo. Yeah, well, all the banks are doing the same thing. So PacWest, Federal Republic I've still got on there, PacWest, Western Alliance. They're not as volatile today as they have been this last week, for sure, but they're still worth watching. They're still worth considering. That's why I've got a couple of banks on the radar in terms of my watch list. I've got New York Community Bank still up there, not really moving. Federal Republic, probably not. I can't believe Silvergate's still making moves. So Silvergate Capital, I mean, it's not making much moves, but Silvergate Capital just spiked up. I can't believe this one's still going. Thought this had been defunct by now. Guess not. It's absolutely, Daryl. Absolutely. Oh, here it goes. ETMB. Why do you always pick the dogs? Puno. ETMB. I've just covered that. The ETMB. The early move between kind of 7:30 and 8 was between 7 and 8 was where the move was. So I wouldn't chase that until I get back over the VWAP, back about 1550. If ETMB gets back to 1550, then it might be interesting. But right now, it looks like it's the back end of the move. So this is ETMB. This was where between 7 and 8 was where the move was. You've got the devil horns on the 5-minute, and then it's selling off. So unless it gets back over 1550, I would stay away from it to the long side. It is shortable. So it's not on the short sale restriction or anything like that. So right now, I would be more inclined to short it than to go long, but I'm not going to be doing that either. Shopify. A lot of the blue chips are moving. Oh, SoFi is breaking highs for some reason. Let me have a quick look. You don't want to be jumping in straight away. Check it out before you jump in. That's what I like to do. SoFi Technologies. Why are you moving? Little fishy, why are you moving? Oh, SoFi checking and savings to offer access to up to 2 million in FDIC insurance. That's just dropped at the top of the hour. 76 million float, 10% short. What you want to be seeing is this is the first pullback. That's fine. If this breaks 580 again, it could be of interest. Look, that's fine if sitting on the sidelines is, you know, sometimes. I suppose you call it kind of like trader rehab, if you will. You have a couple of bad days in a row, like 2 or 3 red days in a row. It's best just to take the next day off and reset. Maybe even if it, you know, take a long weekend, to 3 or 4 day weekend to reset, come back refreshed and ready to try again. I'll go back to the simulator. So that's pulling all the way back. We're realizing it was just a bit of peacocking. 1550 is a key level. Over the VWAP. That's a good move, that. That's a good 60, 70 cents, that move. Needs to get over the VWAP and sustain. What program is this, VJ? You mean the software, the platform? This is Dash Trader, VJ. If that's the question you're asking, it's Dash Trader. Don't hold on to losing positions, Daryl. Trade. If you can learn to trade in the current market climate, you'll have an absolute ball in the bull market. The bull market's not. It's just around the corner. $2021, you couldn't. 2020, 2021, you couldn't. Anything you put your money in, it made money. I didn't trade earnings vaults. I called it out. I called it out in the Discord. I don't think it's going to short squeeze. Mark. AMC. Let me have a quick look. Key data. It's only 20% short on GameStop. It's up on good earnings. It's up on very good earnings. yesterday, and I was going to trade it, and then I didn't because I got distracted or whatever for whatever reason. A couple of things here, but yeah, I didn't manage to trade it. I called it out in the Discord. I was like, okay, GME's got earnings, and then it started moving. I was like, and I just didn't trade it. So it would have been a nice one to get in. It was a good $8 move. On earnings, so even if you didn't get the initial move, you could have got the back end of it. It would have been nice. I actually looked at Nike, but as GameStop popped, I was looking at Nike because Nike had leverage, and Nike didn't really do much. Moved a couple of dollars, and then as I switched over to GameStop, missed a lot of the move. Nike decided to pop, which, you know, shiny object syndrome. That's what got me yesterday, I guess. Unfortunately, you can't catch them all. It's not Pokemon. Well, FRC just up to the VWAP and then rejected. Fight moved up. No, now we've definitely got Devil Horns there. Squeezes in on the 5 minute, if you want to call them that. But Devil Horns on the 1 and 2. Be wary of that. Double top. That's SoFi. GameStop. Yeah. I'm watching GameStop for a break later today. I think GameStop could get to 30 today. It could break 30 today. I'm quietly confident that could be the case. Just going to put my little ray line here. $27.80. High of day, pre-market high. So let's see what got. Just under 20 minutes, 19 minutes to the open. AMC could be interesting as well. So AMC's got leverage on my broker, GameStop. It has minimal leverage. So we'll buy the dip. You're always welcome. Well, it's at the VWAP now, Klaatu. So we'll keep an eye on it. As I say, the front end of the move was where you really wanted to get in on this one. But it's at the VWAP. I said if it gets over 1550, might be of interest. It's got rejected at 1550. That was 1549. So 1550 is still a key level for that to break. I'm not saying that my technical analysis is on point, or I'm not saying that I'm the best trader on the internet or anything like that. Top 3 probably, but you know. Yeah, SoFi's having a good moment. It completely ignored the double top and broke out. And it does that sometimes. I mean, the argument there for that was a cup and handle, but New high of day. I'm looking. I'm trying to work out what that is, Ed. And I'm thinking, is that a ticker or not? I don't think that's. It's not on the scanners. So the new high of day. Right. Okay. It took me a while. But I got there. I wouldn't say GameStop's extended now. It's come all the way back down to the VWAP, so that's not too bad. Let's have a look at GameStop. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is extended. It's upwards trajecting. So this you just saw me draw this rail line here, ascending support. So that's the VWAP is above this rail line. Here it's I would expect some action at the open with GameStop, either up or down. This could be a potential double bottom formation, W shape. So if it gets back above to kind of 27, which is where we got out, we might look at getting back in again. Because it might not go to 30. I'm waiting for it to get to a key level. So for me, this right now here, this line here, which I drew when I first got in there, which is kind of 2709, previous high and previous resistance. I use that as my measuring stick for the support as well. I got it when it broke 27. But if it continues to fall back down, I'm not saying I feel like it's going to go up to about $30 today. I could be wrong. It might drop back down to below 20. You know, that happens. So I'm waiting for confirmation before I get in there. I'm just not going to be trading on a hunch. If you're trading on a hunch, then your strategy is flawed. You want to be looking for confirmation. But good point, Willy Wonka, and well made. And it's not financial advice. I'm not saying it is going to 30, so absolutely not. And it could consolidate for quite some time. So this could just range between $26.50 and $27 for the next hour. At which point, if I've taken 5,000 shares of this, for example, that my equity's tied up. Because there's not much leverage on this, like 10% leverage on it. So there's not much leverage on it, so my equity will be tied up. Federal Republic, I think we might see some more volatility with Federal Republic. I'm not saying that it's going to rally, but I do think that we're going to see some big swings both ways. Look at this on the 15-minute, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here. So some big swings both ways. Ranges on this, so over 15 minutes, like 50-cent range on some of the on average at the moment, but we're getting swings of $1.50 on some of these 15-minute candles. Big swings. A lot of $1.50 moves. So I think we won't. I don't think we'll get the same level of volatility. I think the volatility is dying back a little bit. The volumes certainly died back a little bit on some of these stocks. So yeah. And let me put SoFi on the watch list. Now SoFi is a little bit extended right now. I have leverage on the main account. Whether I need to trade, whether I use the leverage, I don't often use the leverage, is quite frankly, because I don't have to. It's a substantial sized account, so the advantage of having a margin account is not just to do with leverage. So there's a couple of things that I would say why you want to trade with a margin account as opposed to a cash account. Real one, obviously, and the most obvious advantage is you get leverage on your money. So if you've got a small account, you've got $5,000, and your broker gives you a 4x leverage, it means you can trade with 20,000. That's the most obvious, and a lot of people don't look beyond that. But probably the most beneficial is the instant settlement. On a margin account, you get into a trade as soon as the trade's closed. That money that you've made is back into your account, and you get leverage on that money as well. So it's instant settlement. Instant settlement. then you can short. You can't short in a cash account because effectively what you're doing is you need a line of credit to short because you're borrowing shares in the first instance. So if you've not got a line of credit, which is not, you don't get automatically with a cash account, you only get that with a margin account, you can't go short. So there's another reason why you would trade in a margin account. There's a number of reasons why you trade in a margin account other than just the leverage. But yeah. And the leverage is there, even if you don't utilize the leverage, it's there on the off chance that you do utilize the leverage. So, for example, when I had, when I was trading the banks Monday week, and I went significantly down in the hole, if I was trading on my just on my cash account, one, I probably wouldn't have gone that far deep in the hole, but I wouldn't have been able to get that back because I wouldn't have been able to take the kind of size that I was taking to get that back. Ukulele guy on TikTok reckons that banks will close and we'll have one centralized bank with blockchain. Well, there's people on TikTok think the Earth is flat, so I wouldn't believe everything that the guy on TikTok says, including me. What platform do I trade from, and can it be used in the UK? Yes, so the platforms, what you need to differentiate from, Jay, is the difference between the platform and the broker. So the platform is the software. It's a direct access software. It's called DAS Trader Pro, and it can be used globally. There's no cap to where it can be used. However, that being said, some of the brokers that will integrate with DAS Trader Pro can only be in the US, like TD Ameritrade, for example. You can't trade with them in the UK, but you can trade with capital markets. You can trade with capital markets. You can trade with interactive brokers. You can trade. There's a whole bunch of good brokers that use DAS Trader or Sterling Trader or any other the direct access platforms that will either provide it under a white label name or they will give you the APIs to use with it and allow you to link in with their brokerage. So we're coiling here at 1550 on FRC. I told you 1550 was a key level. It broke with a vengeance as well. I see this go green on the day now. Missed 25 cents of that move. Let's face it, TikTok was an app designed for teenage girls to shake the booty, really. We middle-aged millennials and Gen Xers have repurposed it. It took over from Vine. I don't know if you guys know what Vine is, let alone remember Vine. some volatile swings on this. We're between the spread, so look to go green on the day. 1576 is the green line, I think. Coiling under that level. See increasing volume coming through to break this big seller there at 75. I'll say a big seller. He's selling 5,000 shares. He's not a big seller at all. Six minutes to the bell, guys. 6 millions to the bell. Looking for the break of the 3/4, maybe test 16. Not too far off 16 as it happens. Alright, we'll retest that $3/4 level now. That's 74 on the ask. Not like there's a big seller wall at 75 either, so a bit of volume, we could get over this. A bullish volume. Went up to 83. Want to see it test. Good luck on SoFi. Pulling, it's at the VWAP now. You're long or short on it? Famous. Are you long or short on SoFi right now? Okay, well, good luck. I hope it turns around for you. It looks like you've got a little doji there. It might bounce at the VWAP, hopefully for you. GameStop trying to make a move back up. We'll put 20 back over 27. GameStop at the open could be the gap and go candidate that we're looking for. It's not a stock pick, it's not a signal, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. Oh dear. Kramer says GameStop could go higher. Well, you know, even broken clocks are right twice a day. Well, we've got 2 minutes left to find out. I don't really want to be holding this into the open because it has a tendency to sell off and then rip later. We get out there. This might break out, but the last couple of days, what's happened at the open is FRC has sold off, and then it's come good later in the day. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a wide berth at the open. GameStop, I think, is primed. If it breaks above 27 at the open, it could go up to 30, but we'll see. Am I staking my house on it? Does DME have a catalyst flip, Judd? Yeah, it had earnings last night. What time is the FOMC meeting? The conference is 2:30. The rate decision, so they'll probably be meeting from 9 a.m. onwards. But the rate decision will come out at 2 p.m. market time, East Coast. Flip jump, you need to get over that. And today's a new day. Forget what happened earlier. You can't let your emotions run your. You can't let your emotions run your trading. That's why you have a strategy to stick to. Have a documented strategy to stick to, and that's what how you get in and out. Don't be trying to trade on sentiment. The scanner's over to the regular session. FRC doesn't know which way it's going. I'm watching GameStop because I'm thinking this might be the gap and go. But we'll see. It could be a gap and crap. Seen plenty of those in my time as well, particularly in the last 6 months. SoFi now starting to make moves to the upside. AMC selling, GameStop selling, S&P Fight the Market selling. Yeah, so we're oh, sorry to hear that, Kyle. I hope you're short. The FOMC meeting is later today, but the Fed decision comes out at 2 p.m. East Coast, and the conference starts at 2:30 East Coast. So if you're in a stock that's not got its own catalyst, don't trade between the hours of 2 and 3 today. It's the market's going to affect everything. Ouch. Well, I'm looking for a potential bounce. So the FRC, I was right about the dip there. GameStop just SoFi is making moves up. Yeah, GameStop could go higher. That's everybody sold at the open because Kramer said it's going to go higher. That's probably what that is. Well, they had good earnings, Klaatu. That's what he's going on the back of. He saw the earnings print come out last night, and like the rest of the market, he's just reporting what the earnings print said. Listen, you can't fault him at that. Let's face it, he can hardly get that wrong. And he's not wrong when he says that GameStop could go higher. It's when he says it will go higher that you've got to worry. Yeah, who knew Kramer could read? So we might get a bit of a dip and rip on some of these stocks. So FRC, that's the dip. That's what's happened yesterday and the last couple of days with FRC, the dip and rip. AMC down, GameStop down. I'm watching GameStop. This is GameStop here on this chart, but you can see that we've got FRC on AMC, SoFi, and GameStop on the little charts on YouTube and Twitch. Kavana halted to the downside. Oh, I'm watching the charts instead of watching the scanners. Need to be paying more attention. Let's get rid of some of this noise, the lack of volume. There we go. BAOS. There's no volume there. Nope. Let's go back to GameStop. I think it's about time for a bounce. The dip and rip is a legitimate action. FRC seems to be getting a little bit of a bounce on 1470s. Let's go back to FRC. Yeah, quite frankly, unless you're in it, I mean, I would have had a cut off with GameStop because it's just down at 25 now. So that'll show me to put a price prediction on something. I said GameStop could get up to $30 today, so I'm turning into a better looking version of Kramer. I thought with that downwick we were getting some support there at 1470, but the FRC just still selling. Do I think GameStop's coming back up? Not right now. Might do later in the day. So this is GameStop. Under $25. It's way below the VWAP, which is just under $26. So VWAP on the 1 minute is 25.90s. Or VWAP is 25.90s. So over 26. Interested. Until we get back over 26, probably not. It's hard to borrow as well. So whilst it's not on short sale restriction, it is hard to borrow. I've not even priced how much it costs. But there you go. You can shut up as well, Alistair. ETMB never got back over never broke and stayed above the VWAP. Let's have a quick look at that. So yeah, this never got back up to the VWAP 1550. I said 1550 is a key level, but it never got back up there. Why are you? Some of you guys, I just don't understand your entries. Because this to me looks like a bear flag, a bull trap or a bear flag. It's heavy sell-off, then you get the bounce, further sell-off. I could be wrong. I often am, and that's part and parcel of trading, is that you've got to get used to being wrong. But that looks like a bull trap to me, a bit like a bear flag. I think the best looking one of the opening gappers at the moment to me is SoFi, and that's just ranging sideways at the moment, chopping sideways. Nothing really jumping out at the moment. Yeah, it's just chopping sideways. Well, GameStop's now under 24. So the bears have taken over on that one. AMD breaking highs. The market's trying to get back green. The markets are all gone red. Yeah, I was just going to take a look at that actually. Yeah, no, you can't trade this. Why would you want to trade that? There's no volume. It halted to the upside, but it moved 29%, but with no volume. It moved down 29% and then up 29% in the space of, it was just coming into the open at $5. It went down to $3.85 and then up to $4.97. That's not tradable. The fact that it went down just prior to the open to $3.85 is suspect. To then back up and trading pretty much where it was trading beforehand. Yeah, you can't trade that. That's garbage. A lot of these volatility halts, you can't trade them because the volume's just not there. I mean, this halted on a volume candle of 5,000 shares. How are you going to trade that? It's just, there's nobody trading it. It's got 28,000 shares of volume in total. So yeah, it's moved up, but there's just no volume there. So you need volume and volatility. If you've got one without the other, it's not worth doing. Now, ETMB might be making a comeback here. 1550 is a key level. Needs to get above 1550 for me. Even when it's a recent spike, you can't trade that kind of volume. I mean, think of it this way: the spreads are going to be absolutely wicked wide because there's no liquidity. So you take a position, you take like 500 shares. You don't even have to go big. You take 500 shares, you're going to get wicked. When you try and sell those 500 shares, you're going to get wicked slippage because there's no liquidity in it. This was hella volatile pre-market. I mean, the spreads were mean. I mean, the spreads were like ranging between 70 and 7. So, wicked mean. Good action though. Since then, it's done enough. Got a bit of a double bottom on the 5. Oh, you can see it here. Bottom, up, W shape. So if it gets above 15, I'm watching 1550 here. It gets above 1550, which is where it rejected here. It breaks above 1550. You've got this whole double bottom to work with. Jazz version of Baby Shark. Oh, please, please, no, Amos. I just have to get rid of it just because you've said that now. That's something a bit more upbeat than that. Well, it's found support at the VWAP. Now it could be interesting. ETMB. This had oh, behave yourselves. To be fair, I've not been eating a huge amount of losses this last week, so green streak's got to come to an end. I'm not overly worried about the 2.5k there that I'm down at the moment on GameStop. I think there's opportunity. I think I know where it is. Nice double bottom there as well. So again, like ETMB, 1550 key level. GameStop, first green candle in a while. Found support at 23s, looks like. And I'm making a move back, we'll see. No, I don't. DJing is not my thing. I did try my hand at that when I was a teenager, early 20s, but no, not my thing. I can do the compare stuff, but not the DJ. A friend of mine was a DJ. One of my best friends, that as it happens. So AMC making moves, about to tap the VWAP, about to test the VWAP. So once again, ETMB got rejected at 1550, so moved up to 1550, got rejected. If it gets above 1550, might be, we might see a move back up. GameStop. Let's see. Can we get an entry here? $24. Ew. Good up, Alistair. Can't believe you even think that way. It was smashy and nice and cut off, mate. White literally does a lot of work for charity that he doesn't like to talk about, mate. All the work for charity, I don't like to talk about it. Yeah, so we've got the resumption on Keegan, but you can see there's nobody trading it. You can see what I mean? The volume bar with no, this isn't halted, by the way. This is Keegan that did halt, but this isn't halted. It's just there's nobody trading it. There's a zero volume bar. Total trades today 39, so no trade there, I'm afraid. But I'm happy to look at things. If you're seeing things, and this one still halted, 34. Wow. This was halted at 9:34, so it's already been nearly 15 minutes. Go figure. Again, the volume isn't great on NOS. Even SoFi decided to sell off. But today, it's not great. At the moment, it's going to be one of those, just be patient. There's moves coming. I've got it. I can feel it in my waters. There are going to be bullish moves coming. That's a nice cup and handle. I'll see the breakouts at 1540 though. That's definitely a cup and handle, I can see. Good stuff, Flip Jug. I never mentioned bull flag, but I did say cup and handle. So here's your cup, and there's your handle. Basically puts me in with a stop loss at $15, which is the bottom of the handle. So I'm risking a lot. My stop losses of late, I've been risking a lot more per share. But it's actually been working out for me. Well, if it works for you, Flip Jug, who am I? Right, yeah. Yes, Alistair. What's the name of the course and where do I find it? I've had, so far, I think it's 11 green days in a row so far. Every winning streak comes to an end. I was talking to one of my students yesterday on the conference call, on the tutorial call yesterday, a review call, and he's having a great time at the moment. This last couple of weeks. Longer winning streak than me. Actually, I need to get some more wine. I've not had a bottle for it. I've not had any wine for quite some time now. So now we've got a cup and handle cup. Kind of flat top, higher lows, flat top. Underneath this 1550. Normally these break upwards. I say normally, there's always a percentage chance they don't. Excuse me. I'm over that this month, Flip Jug. I'm over the 200k this month. I think I'm about 100, just on banking stocks alone, since the collapse of SVB, I think I've made about 130k on banking stocks in the last week or so. Just over a week and a half. So you can't, well, I'm hoping I can. I'm hoping I can. Stop there, just below 15 bucks. That's where I'm drawing the line. I know. It's already my best trading month ever. I want to break a few more records, so I want to have my longest winning streak. That would be great. Which means I've got to get green on today. $31k average. Average what per month? I think your math ain't mathing. Yeah, I'm over 200k already. It should be. Apple's over 160, Wade. Yeah. It's funny because the S&P 500 isn't really doing anything. It's sideways, like sideways chop at the moment. I'm just in FRC. I'm a little bit larger than I'm comfortable with this stock at the moment. Yeah, absolutely, Clarty. I think my best ever year. Just to put it into context, my best ever year as a regional vice president of a multinational software company. The best ever year was about 340k, I think it was, before tax, of course. Because the problem with that is I can't offset any of my expenses against tax as well. You know, you're salaried, so it comes out at source. Unless you're American, of course, then you've got to pay it yourself. Get taxed, it comes out at source. That was a big year for my pension. It was about 60-40, I would say, Flip Jug. No, about 70-30, I would say. So it's about 70% of that was commissions and bonuses and stuff, because I had a good year. And then the rest was the base salary. No, it was about 60-40. So the base was 150. So yeah, it would have been about more than doubled my my base with the bonuses and commissions there. Will I be riding off the Rolls Royce? Come on, have you seen the price of those things? And the depreciate. Unless they're one of those limited edition older ones, they're a depreciating asset as well. Any kind of car is just not worth it. Should never buy a car with cash. Lease it, put it through the books. It's a liability, not an asset. A depreciating asset. There's no such thing. It's a liability. I'm long, Ken. I'm long on FRC right now. Finding resistance here at this level of kind of 1545. Where's my cursor gone? Here it is. Ken, I'm targeted on making 6k a day. That's my daily goal is 6k. I've been doing significantly better than that this month. I did about 3k a day on average in February. I did about 7.5 ish in January, 7.5, 8 off the top of my head. I'm having a great month in March. My best ever month, and it's all down to the volatility in the banks and a bit more of a patient approach to trading. Still aggressive, but in terms of sizing, but I'm being patient, a lot more patient with it. Yeah, I'm does not surprise me there, Ken. Good action last week on the banks. Come on, get back over the $0.50. I just cancelled my stop because you were in at the $0.50. Oh, we're going to get a breakout here. Maybe get green on the day with this bank. What am I trading today, Linda? I'm with I'm with the banks again. I'm with the First Republic again at the moment. Right, I'm just going to put a stop there at 25 now. So I'm in at 44, so I'm giving it 20 cents now. I'm bored. I'm bored! Yeah, GameStop looks like it needs a bit of a push. I was sure that GameStop would get some bullish action after the open. It still could. Comes back down to 23, might get a double bottom there and move back up to kind of 26, 27. But it needs the apes to take over again. I'm getting bored here on this one. Is there anything else moving at all? No. ETMB is above the VWAP now, but it's still sideways. It's not doing anything. That's the top gapper at the moment. Top three movers today were all pre-market. Well, the bullish momentum was all pre-market. Yeah, there's not much happening right now, Cody. You're absolutely right. We're only half an hour in, so there's still plenty time for something to raise its ugly head. But yeah, what is moving isn't. I wouldn't say. There's nothing clean at the moment. I thought we were going to get the cup and handle breakout here, but the pattern's all ruined. So now we've got, argument for double bottom there, but then again, that pattern got ruined. SoFi about to break the session highs, testing the session highs, so SoFi could be of interest. Other than SoFi, there's nothing else moving. Well, it's up at the moment. It's up at 580s. 590 is kind of the high of day. Well, like I say, it's up today on a press release, and I think that the press release the release that they had for me was a bit wishy-washy. It's jumping on the back of market sentiment, I think. Personally, that's just my opinion. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. It's not financial advice. Anyway, good luck, Cody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this here right now. SoFi up at 590s now. It broke a new high of day. Not quite broke the pre-market high, but it's session high for sure. PacWest is moving up. I see PacWest moving up and Western Alliance moving up, and why am I not seeing FRC moving up? Come on, do it. You know you wanna. Maybe if I stick a magnet or something on top of my monitor, it might drag the price up for me. That's probably what I should do. Get over and hold above the $0.50. That's what I'm looking for. gonna take half of it off. Gets me green on the ticker. Still got 5,000 shares in there. I'm getting bored of it though. Unless we get a breakout here. A little bit bored of it. So I'm just gonna... Needs to hold above range is 16 cents. You know what? I'm just gonna put a trailing stop in place there. It's a green trade, and I'm done with it. It's just not breaking out quick enough for me. So I put 10-cent trailing stop in place. The range is 17, so I should get stopped out before this candle's finished. But look, it is. I'm just bored with it. Okay, what else is moving? GameStop, to me, 24.20, I think, might be of interest. Oh, 500 bucks, that was all right. Nice base hit. 500 bucks on that one. It's not done yet, but I'm just bored with it. It gets if it gets green on the day, I might come back to it. I've got it on my watch list screen, so I've got the chart open on my other screen, so I can have a look at GameStop here. I just want to borrow one of these, put it here. There you go, 24.25. That's the $0.25. That's your double bottom breakout area. So I do like trading double bottoms. I prefer inverse head and shoulders to a double bottom, but I like trading double bottoms as well. Yeah, so kind of 23.10 is the bottom of that move. Just waiting for something to happen now. That's improved my ratio of profitable trades now. So instead of 100% losing, it's a 50%, 50-50. I have a good feeling about GameStop though. Oh, hang on a minute. FRC's testing that profit line. It's not got the volatility. That's what's missing. The volatility that we've had previous days on these stocks is just not there. New high of day currently 15.90. There we go. Break of 16. I'll get a bit of volatility. Current high of day now 16.09, so we're looking for new highs again. 16.36 is the halt level, so way off that, so I wouldn't worry about halt levels just yet. I've not yet, Jay. We were discussing that yesterday, funnily enough. I've taken some nominations, but more with a European focus, still relevant in the US, but with brokers that can be used in Europe as well as the US is what I'm going to be focusing on. Okay, so I'll just leave that. It's a free trade right now. I got stopped out for a couple of cents, so it was a free trade. I just wasn't feeling it up at the high. It just wasn't breaking out quickly enough for me. So we'll see. SoFi over $6. SoFi breaking out over $6. The range is much smaller. I'm talking 5-cent range on that one, whereas if you go to FRC, I mean, I know it's like 3 times the price, but the range on FRC is 23 plus change. How to select and how to use it? Well, I'm using, it depends where you're based, Jay. It really does depend where you're based. If you're in the UK, your options are a lot more limited, and they try and push you down the CFD, CFD route, and I would stay away from CFDs. You're going to get stung. Most brokers that trade with CFDs are manipulating the price at your expense. Don't believe me? Look it up. So they're controlling, if you CFDs, they're the ones controlling the spreads and the entries and the fills. So it's not like if you've got a direct market access platform like this, you're actually trading with the exchange. So, and they're obligated to get you the best fill possible. Doesn't always happen, but. So the UK, yeah, so you can't, interactive broker, for day trading, interactive brokers, you're going to need 25, 30K in the account, £25,000 in the account to day trade. So CMEG, for me at the moment, CMEG has been the best option. Capital Markets Elite for day traders in the UK. Trade Zero and is something I'm looking into. But if you're in Ireland, you've got a few more options. That's where I am. Interactive's a good option. I don't want to hold all my. They hold more of my equity than CMEG, so I don't want to put all my eggs in one dodgy basket. Not sure what you're talking about there, Flipjug, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. My birthday? Grousman, oh, you're talking about the wedding. Oh, we've not put a date on the wedding yet. The first location is probably the first thing that we're going to be doing. We're probably looking at the back end of the year, maybe the early part of next year. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, well, I don't know about 212. I've heard mixed reports. When I say mixed reports, I've not seen many good ones, but 212 had a waiting list for so long. That's when I ended up. I was trying to get into 212 as an alternative to interactive, and that's when I got into CMEG instead. That's a while back. I don't know if they still have this waiting list. Ambi's moving. Yeah. Right. GameStop's now finally making its move up. It's at that level 24.25, key level. I've already mapped it out. VWAP currently at 24.70. There's a lot of upside room if it does break out. Okay, good one, Flip Jug. Yeah, no, you can't. Visa issues with San Diego, but we'll see. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of options available, and even free trade brokers like eToro and Revolut, but they're not brokers. You're not going to be able to day trade with them. They're investment apps, so you can swing trade, fine, no problem. But then be careful if you're swing trading, because the likelihood is you're trading a CFD. The majority of eToro assets are CFDs. It just suits them better. They have a bunch that you're buying the underlying asset, but the majority it's CFDs. And you can trade crypto if you got a multi-asset platform. Be wary. That's what I would say. If you got a multi-asset platform, be wary. There's a very small handful, very select few multi-asset platforms are any good at trading for day trading. When I say multi-asset platform, something that allows you to trade forex, it allows you to trade options, it allows you to trade equities, it allows you to trade crypto, it allows you to trade futures, all on the one platform. It's usually one of these jack of all trades, master of none type scenarios, and they're not good at anything. They can provide you with a platform to trade on those assets, but not effectively, not day trading at least. If you want to invest in those assets, again, make sure you're investing in the underlying asset, not the CFD. Have a good one, Flip Jug. A CFD is a contract for difference. It's basically it's like spread betting, Alistair. It's probably the best way that of describing it for you. It's a contract for difference. What you're essentially doing is you're betting on the price difference between the bid and the ask. So you're betting that it's going to go up, and you get the rewards on that versus going down. So you're buying a contract for the difference, and the problem with that is the broker that's supplying that controls the spreads, and the broker that's supplying that will control the fills. So it will not impact the market whatsoever. So if we had 1 million people bought CFDs, the only way that's going to impact is if the broker that's supplying those CFDs decides to cover by buying the actual asset themselves. But yeah, CFDs are not a great way to trade. A lot more risky than trading the equities. However, that being said, Alistair, being in the UK, if you are trading CFDs, it's tax-free. Because it's classed as gambling as opposed to investing, you're betting on the price difference. Yeah, your returns are tax-free in the UK. I think they're tax-free here in Ireland as well. Well, I've had no problems with them. I mean, I've had my gripes with them, but I've had gripes with every broker I've tried. They've been good to me. The leverage is good. I get a bit annoyed when I've not got leverage on a stock that I really want leverage on. But now that I've decided that the 30k starting position, it would have really annoyed me. But the last few months, since probably October, November, I've always had a 6-figure starting position each month. So the leverage is not so much of an issue anymore. But yeah. So you can delete that Klaatu if you wanted to. But yeah, Capital Markets Elite Group, there's no PDT rule. You get decent leverage. They allow you to trade with a relatively small account. I think 350 bucks is the minimum size. They do charge you for the platform and the data each month. But if you're an active trader, that you should get refunded, but that back in commissions as well. So I really want to see the Bulls take over on this one. Hey Ralph, how are you getting on? Not quite breaking out yet. We got over the $quarter level, but we're not broke out yet. Take a position there. That's what I would class as the breakout. I want to see it above the VWAP now. So I'm in at 44. What's the alternative to a CFD? They're actually trading the actual asset. No, you can still chart on TradingView and continue to use TradingView. I mean, I'm using your platform. The platform I use TradingView. So in terms of charting and analysis, and I still look for deeper analysis, technical analysis. I use TradingView. I find TradingView is really good. You've got from a charting point of view, but the data is suspect. I would say that with TradingView, the data is suspect. Whereas your platform, like this, what you're watching me trade on right here, the platform is Dash Trader. And I can continue to use that. You can link TradingView with your broker, but trading on TradingView, I don't recommend. Like I said, the data is somewhat suspect. Just lock in a little bit there. Put a stop there, just below the $half. If we break above the VWAP, I'll add to the position. If we come back out and I get stopped out, it's a profitable trade across the board. DAS Trader, DAS, Direct Access Software is the acronym. DAS Trader Pro. If you check out my the link tree and check out my profile, there's a link tree in there. There's a link. It says Linktree the TikTok Trader, because that's who I am. I'm the TikTok Trader. So it pulled a bit too far back for me. There's a link in there for Dash Trade. There's a link in there for Benzinga as well, which is what I use to find stocks to trade. To be fair, there's not a lot to trade today, but Benzinga, and you've got the access to my my day trading education as well there as well. So check that out. Check out the link tree. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check out the links in the description. It's fine. No, you're a little bit of a way off. Not far from Bolton, Wigan originally, Ralph. You're a forex trader, I see. I'm not. I don't like forex. I think don't take it as an insult. I think forex is a mug's game. It's difficult to be profitable trading forex. It's a lot higher risk in my book. Oh, I've got videos for Dash Trader. So it's struggling at the VWAP now. It's GameStop. Not as volatile as I wanted it to be, but we're $1,500 down at the moment. I will finish green today. I'm confident of that. Already green on the small account. What about trading equities? They're shares, stocks and shares. So I'm watching games. So I've just been trading GameStop, GME. So it's all equities, stocks and shares on the NYSE and the Nasdaq. I don't touch the OTC markets, the pink sheets, if you will, the over-the-counter markets, penny stocks. Really looking at typically my sweet spot is between kind of $5 and $25 per share. I'll go as low as $2, as high as, well, as high as I can afford, depending. Yeah, I've been watching those, and I called that out in the Discord this morning as well. Riot and Mara. I've not seen them move, but crypto's moving up. Bitcoin was over 28k last I looked. So let me just have a quick look at Riot, Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, the likes. Yeah, so it's not kind of very choppy sideways. We've seen a lot of this. It's testing the high of day right now. Current high of day, 925. So not a huge range, less than 5 cents. Marathon Digital, even less. So this is again 912 high of day. It's currently below $9. I thought we might see a bit more volatility on these stocks, but Bitcoin's sideways at the moment. It's holding that 28 as far as I can see. BT, if you do like the lower price ones, is another crypto mining stock. So yeah, the crypto mining stocks are not really jumping out right now. In fact, it's very sideways at the moment. A lot of these stocks are very sideways. I made a little bit on First Republic, but since I got out here, yeah, it had a little bit of a continued move up, but then it's sideways again. So yeah, AMC is above the VWAP. GameStop's testing the VWAP right now. AMC is a cheaper version of GameStop. It's trading in sympathy with GameStop. So just if GameStop starts to take a tumble, AMC will do the same. So the reason GameStop's gapped up and been moving up is it had good earnings yesterday, and it actually moved up $8 a share yesterday and then continued moving up. So moved up like $10-11 in total overnight, and then pulled back. Let's go back to GameStop. It looks like the one that's got the most likelihood of breaking out. Just ranging under the VWAP right now. Coiling under this level, $0.75. With these meme stocks, you'll find in most of these lower float stocks, you'll find quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels. So you'll get something like GameStop, heavy retail investment, Wall Street bets, Reddit crowd, the apes as they like to call themselves. They will respect these quarter, half, and whole dollars. They'll be buying in and selling off at quarter, half, and whole dollars all the time. The VWAP is a popular indicator for these retail crowd as well. So yeah, you're going to get quarter, half, and whole dollars holding up. Now it is moving up. It's just moving up a lot less volatile than I would have liked. 24 cents is the ATR, so it does have volatility, but it's not quite as volatile as I would have liked. Still waiting for something to pop up, and I mean, it's the SPY. So the SPY, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, the SPY is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF from State Street. So what that means is this is a collection of shares based on the S&P 500, and it tracks the S&P 500. So if the S&P 500 is moving up, then the SPY moves up commensurately, and that's what the SPY is. So it's a good indicator of the overall market sentiment, and it's green on the day again. The Nasdaq, you can track the Nasdaq with the Qs. So QQQ is an Invesco ETF which tracks the Nasdaq 100. So again, this is tech stocks. You've got the Dow Jones Industrial, so DIA tracks the Dow Jones Industrial, and then you've got IWM, which tracks the Russell 2000. These are the iShares ETF. So these are ETFs. They're not the actual markets themselves. They're not the indexes themselves. These are ETFs which track the index. So these are a good measure of market sentiment. Right now, the Russell is still down on the day, but the Russell has a heavier impact. Is heavily impacted by the finance stocks and banking stocks in particular. Whoa! What just happened with the SPY there? Any news come out there? That's a big shift. Any news just dropped? Any significant news, should I say? Let me have a quick look. No. Nvidia breaking highs. Up here. Oh, is Kramer saying something, is he? Let's go back to the SPY. That's... Why Kramer has influence over the market? The guy hasn't a clue what he's talking about half the time. Well, 3/4 of the time. He's just reading from a script that someone else has prepared, and that whoever's prepared it half the time has not done their own research. So, yes, yes, Ralph. It's Dash Trader is the software platform. It's a direct access software that you get the feed from the NYSE and the Nasdaq. A total view, I think, is the feed that I get from CMEG. What I do like to trade from time to time, a little strategy that I like to trade, is what's known as a VWAP bounce. So what you do is you get the break of the VWAP, pull back to the VWAP for a bounce, for test as support, and then as it moves up and next candle breaks new highs, you usually get a retest of whatever the last swing high was. That's known as a VWAP bounce, and it can be quite profitable. Yeah, you can get them on Twitter, Inverse Kramer. You can actually get an ETF. And invest in an ETF, an Inverse Kramer ETF, so it does the exact opposite of what Kramer it says, and it's actually profitable. Funnily enough, which says a lot. How much is it per month? So my broker provides it as part of the package. I think they charge me it's like $150 or something like that. I'll have to check my statements. It's gone up. The prices have gone up. I think it's 139 plus data. So I get 120 back refunded based on my commissions. My commissions are always over $600 a month, and that's the threshold. So $600 a month in commissions, and you get your platform fees waived or reimbursed. VWAP what? VWAP. It's the volume weighted average price, Linda. It's known as the VWAP bounce. So what you do is you look for a stock that's moving upwards from a negative position, and as it breaks the volume weighted average price, it'll move up and then come back and retrace, test the volume weighted average price as a support level, and then bounce on that. And it usually will retest the previous swing high. So at the moment, I'm looking for this to retest 25.20. Doesn't always do it, but it's fairly reliable. I'm in at 94 here. So if I can get 25 cents on this, it'll be nice. Probably won't get 25 cents because the spreads are currently 5 cents, 3 to 5 cents. So what price would I target? If I'm looking for a VWAP bounce, so what you do is you get here, for example, you get the move up, the break of the VWAP and the move up. That's what's known as the the first swing high. It pulls back and retraces to the VWAP, bounces on the VWAP, and then will retest the previous swing high, which is what it's doing right now. So whatever the previous swing high is, that's your target. There you go. And not only did we get it, we broke it. So now I can just put quick stop in place there, 10 cents. And so that was what's known as a VWAP bounce. So they are quite reliable. What you get is your break of the VWAP, it breaks up, then it pulls back to the VWAP, tested as support, bounces on the VWAP, hence the name, and then the target will be the high of the previous swing high. So in this case, it was 20. In this case, 25.20. So we not only did we get 25.20, we broke it, and then I've just put a stop in place there. So I'll just put that up to 25.10, and I'll leave that there now. It's a fairly reliable one. I mean, I would estimate it probably works 75-80% of the time. It's more reliable. I would say it's more reliable. It's definitely more reliable with higher cap stocks. It definitely works with higher cap stocks, because once they start trending, they will maintain a trend for a while. So you get the VWAP, you break up the VWAP, and then a retest. You could have done it on, for example, you just watched me do that on GameStop. You could have done the same thing on FRC. So this broke the VWAP here. As it pulled back to the VWAP, you could have gone in for the bounce on the VWAP, and the target was the highs, the swing high. So you've actually got the swing high there, and it went up and met it. So that's on that one. What else have we got that I could say it's working with? Didn't work with SoFi. GameStop, it certainly did. But there you go. Got to be upwards trending. Trend is your friend, as they say. No, so I don't buy on the test. What I'm looking for here, what you're looking for is when it comes back to the VWAP and starts to bounce, the next candle that makes a new high. So on this particular candle here, we've got a high of 24.88. So a good entry would have been 24.90. So this candle beat the high of the previous candle. So the next candle makes a new high. That's your entry. And then it starts to move up, and over the course of a few candles, it should retest that high, or even go on higher. So now I've got a stop in place. I took 5,000 shares. I got out at 24.20 for half, and then I've moved my stop up. Went to break even, which is kind of $25 or whatever it was. So then it's good now at 25.10. So my average cost is 24.94. So I've still got 15 cents on this. On 2,500 shares. What was my stop loss on the initial buy? Is the VWAP. So basically it's a good way to have an extremely tight stop loss as well. What happens is it pulls back to the VWAP as support. The next candle to make a new high, then you're buying in. If it doesn't break out, you get out if it comes back and breaks the VWAP. So the VWAP is essentially your stop loss, and you can put your stop loss at the VWAP, and you've got very, very tight risk at that, and if that's the case. So it's a good strategy to use, and you can use the VWAP fade, which is the short version of the same strategy. So you buy in as it breaks the VWAP to the downside, it comes back up and tests the VWAP as resistance, and then next candle breaks a new low, you sell, and that's a short strategy that works as well. So we're in 2,500 shares. If I get 40 cents, that takes me green on the day. I'm green on the day now. Even if this pulls all the way back, I've got to put this up at the $0.50. But that's me not paying attention. I could have made some money on that one. We made some serious money on that one. But at least I'm green on the day. Takes me back. I told you I was going to finish green on the day. Get green, stay green. I've not been green though, that's the problem. Not yet. Not on this account at least. No, it can work with. I know it works with stocks. I've not traded that strategy with anything else. It might work with forex. VWAP. I don't know if people use a VWAP with forex. Ralph and Dean, do you use VWAP with forex? You're a forex trader. Is the VWAP one of the indicators that you would use? Let me know. Right, I'm just going to put a 20-cent trailing stop in here. All right, I've just put a 20-cent trailing stop in there. There you go. So they don't use VWAP with forex. So I would say stick to equities, and it will work with. It works with stocks. It might work with. Yeah, well, there you go. That's a big problem for me, and that's one of the reasons I don't like trading forex. Is volume is key for me. Volume and volatility; those are the two things that are essential for me. So there we go. We're green on both of them. So what was a 50-50 day, what was 100% red, is now 100% green. So we're $800 up on the day. It's one of those days. It's not going to be a big day unless GameStop continues to move up. It's not going to be a big day today. It's very choppy. There's not a lot moving. So yeah, I probably will knock it on the head shortly myself. Well, there's a trend line that I drew pre-market that's up there currently at $27. 26, you probably look at 26 is yeah, a bit of support. You found support pre-market at 26, so if it breaks above 26, I might look at that again a little bit later. But yeah, it's a quiet day. It is a quiet day. I mean, how do I know what's moving? Who would like to see my Benzinga desktop? Okay. What I'll do is I will pop this on here, and I will pop this on here, and you can see, I hope you can see right now, this is my Benzinga desktop. Okay, so this is what, it's almost like you're learning something. Yeah, absolutely, Alistair. So I'm giving you gold, guys. You know, you should be paying me for this stuff. But this is my Benzinga desktop as I've got it set out. Now you can see that these two widgets are popped out. They're called widgets. They're literally called widgets. This is my gap scanner. Tells me what's moving on the day. As you can see, GameStop there. This is my momentum scanner. Tells you what's moving at the moment. This is what's moving on the day. This is what's moving at the moment. This is my real-time scanner. This is my signals, price spikes, volatility, session series highs, that kind of stuff. This is my rolling news ticker. Now, what I can do here, for example, the click of a button, I can just click that and it pulls out a new window, and then we've got all the information that I need for this particular ticker. So ETMB. So this is ETMB 89 bio. Straight away, I can look at what's moving with this, why it's moving, how much it's moving. Currently, it's 33% up on the day. We traded this on the smaller account earlier at the front end of the move. So you can see straight away, you can work out the reasons for it to be moving. You can see there that the news, it's got clinical trials. That's why it's moving. You can get the financial data. It's 40 million float. 12.5% short. Average volume over the last 100 days is 1 million. So it's like 17x relative volume. All of this, all at the fingertips. You can even check whether it's got a SEC filings. And as you can see here, very, very quickly go back to because I called this out in my Discord, by the way, when I saw this, that if I go back to here, you can see that it's got a form 424. So that is a shelf offering registration, and you can see based on that be careful with it. It might just hit the market with a shelf offering. Now, Silicon Valley Bank Securities, who are no longer an entity. So it was back in February registered with Silicon Valley Bank, but they have this registered with the SEC. So they just need to find another partner to hit the market with an offering if they wanted to. So that's 89 Bio, and you can, all of this is at the fingertips. It's absolutely fantastic tool. This is Benzinga. This is what the desktop looks like. And if you're not using Benzinga, Trade Ideas is a good alternative. You can use FinViz, which is a free alternative, but it's not, unless you subscribe to it, it's not real time, not quite as intuitive, not quite as much information there with FinViz. But Benzinga's great. I swear by it. It is essential for me. And if you want to know where to get it and how to get it, in my link tree, if you go to my link tree, you can try it for free for 14 days. You can try it free for 14 days, and you get a discount code. So I get a kickback from them. It is an affiliate link. Don't you dare lie there. It is an affiliate link. So I get a kickback, but you get a better price. They get a new customer. Win, win, win. If you want to learn how to trade and you want to be part of the Day Trade with Tony community, then by all means come join me and the rest of the guys in the Day Trade with Tony Discord. It is the Day Trade with Tony education. I put this together at your bequest. You asked me to teach you, so this is what I do. Full syllabus there, check this link out. Full syllabus of what I can teach you in terms of day trading, the stock market, introduction to swing trading as well, an introduction to options trading, all of the bonus section, all the trading reading material that I used to learn to trade is included as part of that. You get access to the community Discord, which is where I go after I've streamed live here. What's the Linktree address? You should be able to see it there, up in the left corner there, Ralph and Kadeen. Or if you go into the description of this live, the links are all in the description on YouTube. But if you want to actually go to the Linktree, it's up there in the corner. So that's the Linktree. But the links are already they're all there in the description of this video for you anyway, mate. So check that out. As Dave said, I'm literally giving it away. So it's $120 US plus tax. So 150 bucks, less than 150 bucks, depending where you are. Less than 150 bucks to get access to the Discord and the education and the course and mentorship from myself as well. It's literally buttons. Why is it 150 bucks? Why am I not giving it for free? Well, I value my time. And secondly, if you can't afford 150 bucks, you can't afford to day trade. Quite frankly, it's not aimed at you. TradingView. Someone was talking about TradingView. I use TradingView for charting. It is great. I've started using Benzinga for charting, which is essentially just TradingView, but they're using it themselves. So I don't open my TradingView app very often now. I use the Benzinga charts. Dash Trader is the platform that I've been using to trade. As I say, if you're watching on YouTube, these links are all in the description. If you're watching anywhere else, it's all in the link tree in either my profile, if you're on Instagram, or if you're on TikTok, or if you're on Twitch, the link to is listed there for the link tree. Also, I do journal all of my trades. So I do regular updates at the end of each day of what I've traded, how I've traded. But if I've recorded it, I'll pack the recording of the trade on there as well. But I record all my trades in TraderView. So not to be confused with TradingView, TraderView. Spelt differently, but I can understand people get confused. It looks like, if you go into the link, it's the one with the Harry Potter scar in a magnifying glass. So what does TraderView look like? How do I get rid of that? Weird. So this is TraderView. Let me just go into this calendar and put this on for March. Okay, so this is, had a good month so far in March. Having a good month in so far in March. Looks like I'm having another day like I did last Friday, but there's plenty of time yet. So right now, what's great about TraderView is, if you go to the actual report section here, is it gives you great insight into how you're trading. So what's your accuracy in terms of trade selection? It's, with me, it's every 3 trades out of every 4 are profitable for me. Now, I could break that down further in terms of entries, because you saw that my first entry with GameStop was a loss, but I turned that around. It's now a profitable trade overall. So it's an intraday trade. You've got my risk versus reward here is a 3-to-1 in March. Average hold time for a winning trade is an hour. That GameStop's a perfect example of what I'd have got in at 8:30, 10:30. So that would have been two hours of trading on GameStop. Average losing trade for 41 minutes. So it's a similar kind of thing. As you can see here, days, times, profitable. I'll put this on year to date. Actually, it will be a better understanding. I'm not good on Mondays. Mondays, I literally have got a case of the Mondays. I'm losing money on Mondays. So right now, across the whole year to date, I'm losing money on a Mondays. Had a good January, poor February, phenomenal March right now. So I'm not really going to add much to this. I've probably got 3K. I forgot about 4K to add to this off today's trading. So yeah, not having a bad moment in March at the moment. So 450K year to date gross. So that's TraderView. Go check that out. It's great. If you're not using TraderView, you can use TradeAnvil or any other trade. Even use an Excel spreadsheet. Log your trades. It will help you become a better trader. Log your trades. It's important. Okay. Right. Let's go back to the stream, and I will just go back here and let's go back that one and that one. Okay, let me just sort the scanners out on the old TikTok stream. There we go. No, I wouldn't. So would I trade GameStop for a potential VWAP bounce right here? No. Well, the difference, we were talking about the VWAP bounce earlier. So we're on GameStop here. So this is on the 1 minute, but I'll show it on the 5 minutes in a moment because the question was asked around the 5 minute. So here, why would I be interested in a VWAP bounce here but not here? So the VWAP bounce here is we're upwards trending. So you can see that the price action is moving in an upwards direction. So we break the VWAP, come back, tested its support and continue up. What we're doing here is we're downwards trending. So we break the VWAP. If we then come back and then get above it, the VWAP bounce may just break the VWAP again. It probably will do. So that a higher likelihood here would, if we were downwards trending and it wasn't just a pullback, would have a VWAP fade. So you break through the VWAP, you get in there, the next candle to make a new low. Not really, there isn't really, there will be this one. Next candle makes a new low, that could be your entry to a short. So yeah, I wouldn't be going long on this one right now. The next, if you look at this on the 5 minute, You will be looking for a 5-minute setup, and so I'll just zoom in a little bit. So look at this on a 5-minute setup. You really, the VWAP doesn't really come into play to this in this moment. You're downwards trending right now. So what you want to be seeing is a candle breaks, and you've got a move up, pull back. You want to see a candle breaks a new high. So the high of this candle right now on the 5-minute is $24.94. So you want to see a candle now above $25. If the next 5-minute candle gets above $25, then you might want to take a long position. But if it doesn't, if you don't get another candle break to $25, that for me is the cutoff. I need to see this back above $25 to go long on it. So that's just my opinion. I'm just a fat guy on the internet. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just know I do it well. That's all. Okay. So back to the 1 minute, and okay, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. I'll take the dog for a walk, and I will be back at it tomorrow. So don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscription bell, hit the thumbs up button. You really help me out if you hit the thumbs up button, but smash that subscription bell and hit the notification button. That way you'll get notified when I'm going live. I will be dropping trade recap videos later today as well. So I record an assessment of the trades I've taken across the course of the day that I've not streamed live. So you get an update at the end of the day of where I've finished. I'm currently 800 in profit. Actually, my net P&L is probably a lot less than that. It's probably about 400 maybe on that. I've not taken a lot of trades today, so yeah, I've probably racked up about $250, $300 worth of commissions on that. So about $500 in the green at the moment net, but $800 up at the moment. If something else starts to move, then I'll look at it. It looks like it's going to be a choppy sideways day. There's not a lot of voluminous moves. There's no parabolic movers. The volatility was in the banking sector, huge volatility in the banking sector for the last couple of weeks. Seems to be died out a little bit. There's a lot of kind of sideways action, and I'm just waiting for a nice setup. So important information, important advice. I don't give financial advice, but what I'll give you a bit of trading advice is be patient. Don't take boredom trades. Wait for the setup. And there will, at some stage today, there will be something that breaks out. It will move significantly, and you can take advantage of. Be patient. Do not be taking boredom trades. Okay, guys? So I'll see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, stay profitable and take care. Right. Okay. Let me have a look at. That's a good question. Before I go. Is 16 a key level for so I had 1650 mapped out here, but 16, easy way to do a good rule of thumb for you. So if you want to look at is it a key level, I've got a level here at 615, but I'm just going to move this horizontal here down to $16. So you're looking at $16 on the 1 minute there. Okay, am I seeing any significant taps and retaps of this level? Probably not. 1640 is looking like a key level. It's not to the cent, guys, because we've got 1640. If I move this horizontal line up here so you can see it, 1640 is a key level because we've tapped a support here, resistance here and here. Now, what you really want to be doing is looking at it on a higher time frame. So again, you look at this on a higher time frame, 1640 up here. Yeah, that's a key level. 16, let's go back down to 16. What does it look like here? Well, we've got a bit of support there. Yeah, it tapped it there. But if we look at it from yesterday on the 21st, 16, it's really below 16, $15, $17, 16. It's not really spent a lot of time in that area of 16. So 16 is not key. I would say 16 is not really a key level. You want to look at it again on a higher time frame, and when in doubt, zoom out. It applies to so many different things. Look at it at the 15-minute. Where's 16? So 16 is here. I've got 16. You got a little bit of support resistance on the 15-minute. No, not really. It's blasting past it every time, I would say. So look at it on the daily. Zoom in. That gets a bit messy. So, rule of thumb, when in doubt, zoom out. Even on the daily, it's not. So 16 for me, I'm not seeing any key levels at 16. 17, yes. 15, yes. 1640, I would say more likely 1650, but probably not 16. It is a psychological level because it's a whole dollar level. But other than that, it's the price action to date is not seeing that it's not showing that it's respecting 16 as a key level. So yeah, okay, guys, I'm gonna end it there, and I'll be back back tomorrow. An hour before the market opens, so it'll be 8:30 market time. It'll be 12:30 GMT. Okay, take it easy, guys.